Money is used to trade for goods and services day to day. Our current economic system's value, though, is based on investments, expected value, or higher purchasing powers down the road. Unfortunately, any decentralized assets have zero stability, as there is no enforcer or tax-incentivized player to ensure the money is backed. Further, those with money will continue to use it and therefore propagate its importance the moment the money is at risk of losing its value. Sadly, our government creates protections for lenders that lend out money in magnitudes greater than the actual dollars that are printed. They lend it to lenders that then lend it to other lenders, and so on. The only difference between me and a bank when it comes to lending money is that the government will shake you and I for the dollars it needs in order to bail out that bank should everyone try and withdraw at the same time. All this said, Bitcoins are a scarce resource. So how easy it would be for banks to start accepting it, and then they would just turn it into the Treasury, and the Treasury would just put it with all those gold bricks in the United States Bullion Depository. But that would only validate Bitcoin, just as gold is validated by the government holding on to it. It signals to the market that the government takes Bitcoin seriously. I mean, if it was nothing to worry about as a legitimate replacement, then they would see no need to collect it. You don't see them hoarding marbles, and you don't see them hoarding bottle tops. What I love most about Bitcoin is that it's an excellent proof of concept when it comes to eliminating cash and coins. Currently, we have credit cards, but we can do better than that. And Touch ID on the iPhone is an excellent way for us to start paying for things. And online, we can already purchase things by putting in numbers. Which brings me to another point. Bitcoin is incredibly easy to smuggle. You can either put it on a thumb drive and carry it through customs, or better yet, you can just store it in your brain. All you would need to do is memorize the number. And there are plenty of people out there who can do that. HDT in the comments from this original article writes, "I think the one downside to Bitcoin is the possibility for it to be hacked, because it's digital data, and any hacker with knowledge of how the system works can modify the data." And that's true, but what's funny is that Bitcoin is surprisingly less hackable than our current systems. Printing cash, for instance. Bank transactions are mostly done electronic. ATMs get hacked all the time. What is PayPal? I mean, it's really just numbers on a screen. And then there's the added risk of the physical money. It can flat out be stolen. You could drop it and somebody could pick it up, or somebody can just steal your purse and run off with it. And isn't that a form of being hacked? I mean, it's done in the physical realm, but it's the exact same result. A lot of businesses like accepting cards for this reason, because the number one cash theft between individuals is between employer and employee. And then there's debit and credit card theft. All someone needs is my debit card and they can spend my money. And they don't even need the PIN, really. I mean, all the AVS code on the back of the card is all they truly need in order to buy things online. But again, when you use a card, your bank insures your transactions. So if your card is stolen and somebody does spend your money, you can dispute that with your bank, and they have insurance to protect you from that. So there's a huge risk with Bitcoin, because it's all on you. If somebody hacks you, you're screwed. Precisely like cash. So I guess at the end of the day, I'd have to agree with HDT. So when it comes to thinking about money, gold, Bitcoin, and what's valuable and what can be used to buy and purchase things, I want to leave you with this final exchange between Ron Paul and Chairman of the Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke. Ron Paul asked Ben Bernanke if he paid attention to the price of gold. He said that he did, but that gold was merely a protection against catastrophic financial problems. Mr. Ryan then asked whether he thought gold was money, to which Bernanke replied, "No, it's a precious metal." Then he asked why central banks held it rather than diamonds, and Bernanke answered, "It's just tradition." Hey everybody, it's Jacob Williams from WiLDacademy.com. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, please go ahead. If you're listening to this on Stitcher or iTunes, you can find me at youtube.com/JakeDayWilliams. From there, you can circle me on Google+. These audio recordings are follow-ups to the articles that I posted a week prior. If you would like to comment on the article so that I can answer either your questions or throw in your additional information into these audio recordings, you can go ahead and follow me on Google+, and then when I post the articles, go ahead and comment down below, and I will make sure to get those in there. Thank you for listening, and have a wild week.